Hey guys, I am back. Tonight's setup is a little different. I've changed the phone angle so that you guys have a look not only at the top of the project we're doing tonight, but also at the sides and at the canvas underneath. I am working with my Lazy Susan to help me turn the vase. And yes, this is a vase. This is just a little vase that I have found at Goodwill store, and we are going to pour paint on it tonight. I have seen several of my favorite YouTube paint pourers, acrylic pourers, do this project. Some of the bigger names would be Mixed Media Girl and Mickey Art. I've also seen Sherry from Sherri'sLife do one. If you've never seen Sherry's channel, please go check it out. She does some beautiful reverse dips, which is something I tried once and immediately threw it away. It was so bad. But anyway, I want to get to this tonight so that we can do two tonight. I'm going to do one with the Arteza brand pouring acrylic colors. These are the pre-mixed Arteza pouring paints I am using with Valentine's Day coming up, and the shape of this vase I thought might be a good Valentine's Day present for somebody. So I'm using 3 shades of pink that come in the box, and we're also using silver and titanium white. I will post the colors that I have used in the description box below, so if you actually want to know the names of the colors, you can go there to find that information. To save time tonight, I have already poured our cup in a tree ring pattern, and I am just going to pour away and we'll see what we get. Now, the reason the canvas is below the vase is so that any of our paint that runs off this will go to the canvas, and then we can manipulate the canvas so we don't waste paint. We have a lot less paint that will end up on the mat. And then, of course, the paint that is on the mat can be turned into cabochons for magnets, pendants, key rings, bookmarks, you name it. So let's get to this tonight. As I said, we've got 2 pours, so let's get this one going. We're going to let this sit for just a minute and let as much of the paint fall off. So as soon as it really slows down, then I will take the cup that the vase is on totally off, set it aside to dry, and then I will tilt this canvas, stretch it out, and we'll go from there. I think I may have to add some white around the edges just to help this stretch, and on the next vase I'm gonna not only increase the canvas size, I am also gonna greatly increase the paint that I put on it, because I think I'm gonna struggle here. Let's see, where is my flood paint? Here it is. So while we let this finish dripping for a few more minutes, I'll put on some music for you guys while I go around and add the flood paint. Okay, guys, I think it has slowed down enough that I can move it, and might want to find a place to move it to first. That might be a good idea. Well, Stacy, what are you gonna do now? Be right back, guys. Okay, guys, I am back. I have set up a wire rack to set this on, so I am going to very gently grab it and pull it up, and then I'll just have to turn around because it's directly behind me. I won't have to get up, won't have to walk with it. It will be perfect. So, just gonna pick this up here. It's like pulling a strainer off of the strainer pour canvas. Alright. Oh, goodness. Oh, I touched it. Dang it. Alright. Alright, let me turn. We know I don't have a lot of paint here because I under poured. I wonder if I should. That's what we're gonna do. Alright. Okay, guys, what I'm gonna do here is just very quickly do a circle. Some of these paints I am really low on, so, oops, that's good, Stacy. Like I said, really low on. No sense in saving it. I think I have enough of these to do something else with the neon colors, but that's about it. I think I'm going to use about half of this titanium. Alright, guys, let's see how it looks once I lift the colander. Ooh, that's pretty. Alright. Now we tilt. And because I tape my... Ooh, I've got a flameless. Because I tape my canvases to the Lazy Susan so they don't go flying off, I'm going to tilt the whole thing. The Lazy Susan and the canvas. Bear with me, I need to put my eyes on. Okay. Now we're gonna lift. Here we go, guys. This is something really cool. Alright, one more corner and we are done with this one. I can move on to the next one. The next one is also going to be Ready Mix Paint. We're going to use the Artist Loft Ready Mix Paints. And those are my favorite. This one's just not wanting to go. Sorry, guys. Try and get it moving again. Come on, come on. There we go, finally. Lord, that took a while. Alright, let me try, see if I can get this center back at all. Or at least some kind of composition with it, about it, for it. Oh, wow. I don't want to put this down because there's some great looking drips on the mat that we could use for some really pretty pendants and magnets. But I don't know where to take this. I think I'm gonna end it there. Alright, my hands are covered in paint. Bear with me. Alright, now I've got to try and lift this off. Alright guys, here it is. Or here it is. Maybe that one's better for you. I'll bring it up, see if I can get you some better pictures of it. Now this paint doesn't normally do cells of any kind, but because I had my flood paint in there, and my flood paint is nothing but Floetrol and titanium white Artist Loft at a 2, almost 3-to-1 mixture. With some water. I believe that's why we've gotten the cells that you see before you. I think it's kind of cool. It kind of looks like a heart. Like maybe here, going that way and this way. Or am I just seeing things? I don't know, but I think it turned out really pretty. I wish now I'd added some iridescent medium to it. But if it dries as pretty as it looks right now, this is another piece that I would definitely consider putting resin to and not just varnish. Alright guys, I will be back. Next time you see me, this will all be put to bed and I'll have a new setup and a new vase to work with. Be right back. Good morning guys, how is everybody doing? I wanted to come in this morning and show you what the projects, I've labeled this a Pretty in Pink collection. I just wanted to show you how they turned out. Here is our vase, which I think is just amazing. This side especially. I'm trying to get it so you guys can see it without that glare, but I don't think I'm going to be able to manage it. Let's see if there we go. It's a little bit better. But I think it just turned out really beautiful. And it is dry, so it's ready to put resin on and ready to go. So that will go into my project bin. My project bin is getting quite full, and it's basically a bin of projects that I have completed that need resined or lacquered and I have not gotten to yet. Also, here's the picture. Now, I did have a boo-boo with that last night trying to do this exact video. It wasn't quite dry, and, well, I'll insert the clip here. Good evening, guys. It is the next day. Just wanted to show you how everything turned out looking. This is the canvas. It is not dry yet, but I did want to zoom in and give you a better close-up look of it. I kind of like this part here, the part that looks like almost a halo effect. That corner's really cool. I got the little fingers that came up. And this middle part to me kind of looks... Oh, Stacy, what'd you just do? Oh my God. Oh my God, what did I do? What did I do? I just told myself this is dry, not dry, don't touch. Oh my God. Give me a minute, guys. I couldn't believe I did that because I told myself as I was pulling it in to put it on the table that the center wasn't dry. Whatever you do, don't touch the center. The center is not dry. But from this, can you see it? Can you see the problem area? I kind of worked on it last night, and from this far, you can't see it. And I think once I resin this, you really won't be able to see it. But let me zoom in and show you my boo-boo. You see it now, guys? There it is. That's my boo-boo. But, you know, I tried to save it because I really did not want to have to come back and tell you guys that I ruined my painting that went with the vase. So I think it'll be okay. That also is going into the project bin. Then the last thing I have to show you is these pretty things. When I say cabochons, for those of you who don't know the term, it basically is just a glass piece. Doesn't have to be round, can be any shape, and they're clear glass. So once you have, you know, spilled or poured paint all over your silicone mat, you take these and you use a little piece of double-sided tape or that tack glue that you use to put up posters without putting holes in your wall or without using tape, which might pull the paint off your wall. And you stick it on the front of the cabochon, and then you just literally go around in your puddles and be like, oh, I like that section. So with your double stick tape, you pick the cabochon up, you drop it in lightly just until it touches the surface, then you turn it upside down and let it dry. Here are some that are drying now from another pour I did. So they will dry like that. And once they're dry, they look like that. And it's amazing because sometimes the backs of these actually turn out prettier than the fronts because of the suction of pulling them off of the painting. Does that really pretty. Like, look at those. Aren't those amazing? So sometimes the backs of them end up looking better than the fronts do. But it's just the nature of the beast. But these are definitely going to turn into pendants, although if you had two that were more matched, you could easily turn these into earrings. These are going to be pendants, although they too could be earrings. The same goes for the hearts and the rounds, although you find more, they call them jewelry trays, is what they're called. If you search Amazon for jewelry trays, you'll see that they come in all shapes and sizes that these can fit in. So here's an example. So here is a pour that a girlfriend of mine did, and so I wanted to send her home not only with her painting, but I told her to, you know, pick out a couple places where she liked the paint, and we've made her both a key ring and a pendant. So there's the pendant. And there's the key ring. These are what we call jewelry trays, these little pieces. And it doesn't come with this attached, at least most of the time it doesn't. But once you've got your bezel there, you can either put a key ring on it or put just a little O-ring on top, and then, you know, you can buy these. This is a silk cord But you've got silk cords, there are leather cords, there's all, you know, chains that you can get to wear these on. So this is, you know, this is what we do with all the paint. So please, when you see someone painting just with wild abandon and they're throwing paint everywhere and you see all this paint that you think is going to waste, just think of all the things that we can do with our leftover paint. I'm just showing you that again because it's so pretty. Alright guys, on to the next one. See you later.